Testing, testing. Hey guys. Oh my god. Wait. Where's the button? Okay, I need to click this. How's it going, guys? Vizovi, thanks a lot for the follow. Welcome to the community. Yeah, so today, first of all, how's everyone doing? Hey, Emir. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So today I want to go back to Moriathi or Morathi. Okay, it's a bit too bright. I always need to compensate for the daylight in here. Hey Vampyong. Hey Krivarushki, how's it going? Yeah, we're still on a quest for 50 Twitch subscribers so that we get the emotes. And today I kind of want to, like I said, revisit this Moriathi and probably not finish her, but you know, just try some things. Yeah, see how it turns out. Because I have her standing around for ages, and I wasn't super happy with how it looks at the moment. Tiny bit too desaturated everything, so we'll try to work on that. Hey Viking, hey Kujo. How are you guys doing? Right, so yeah, let's get to it. About a year ago, yeah, I probably started painting her. Well, I don't know exactly when I started, but it was definitely a long time ago. So yeah. And I'm just going to try and push a lot of contrast and like I said, work on saturation and things like that. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Hey Dojo. Yeah, so how's everyone doing? How's life treating you guys? Again, to just sum up why I didn't stream yesterday, not yesterday, the week before. I had a medical examination and I had to do some preparation on that Monday, and that wouldn't have been a good stream. So that's why, for some reason, all these things tend to happen on Monday. So maybe I should pick another day for the stream, but then again, back to work on Monday. Always a good thing to have some streams up, you know. And if I change the date, it's probably, or the day, it's probably going to just, everything is just going to culminate on that day instead then, probably. Okay. Let's see, what are we going to do? I think I want to start with the non-metallic and just see how that turns out. There's a lot of dust here. Let's get rid of that. It's a bit of a proof that I haven't worked on this for ages. Too much dust. Okay. The way I'm talking is kinda ASMR, is that true? But what is it? The problem that I have is English is my first language, and I'm stopping in the middle of my sentences. So I'm trying to avoid that, but it doesn't always work. If I could change one thing, then it's that, you know, you saw it or you heard it was exactly the same way again. But yeah, I mean, it would suck if you were streaming and your voice would sound shit, so I don't know. When I'm listening to my voice, I mean, it's beyond the whole, oh, you can't listen to your own voice because it sounds so different in a recording and then it throws you off. But sometimes during, especially YouTube videos, I want to just go back and slap myself because sometimes I talk like this, you know, and then wait, when was it? Oh yeah, during the intro of the golden how to win a golden demon video, I'm talking like super high pitched, and then eventually I realize, and my voice drops down like that, or to that, or roughly to this. And I just wish I could redo that because, you know, first I'm so high pitched, and then I realize, and then you hear the difference. So yeah. Okay, I was looking for a bass tone. I'm probably going to mix blue and yellow for the bass color. But I'm looking. Okay, let's see. Maybe Flash Kids yellow, or yellow, and then I need a black and some form of gray. Let's see how this works together. Editing audio is soul destroying, so hard to listen to yourself stumbling over words. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's crazy. I hate it. But it is what it is. I mean, as a teacher you do talk a lot, but it's also really different. If I talk German, I think my voice is way lower, and I think it's easier to listen to when I talk German, I want to say. In English, my voice kind of moves up by a bit, and that is, I don't know why. It's probably just because, but it could be two things. Maybe the melody of English is just a little bit different, and the pronunciation, you know, I think it's scientifically proven that your pronunciation, or the language you're talking, changes your voice apparatus, and therefore you cannot pronounce certain things as good as if you were a native speaker, even if you try it really hard. I think French is a good example for that. So at least there were some studies referring to that. Yeah, so it's either the melody or your voice apparatus just doesn't allow you to sound like a native speaker. Either way, I would like to be able to change it around, and I wish I could take, I mean, maybe I can take some lessons in talking and being more aware of those things. But we'll see. They should teach you that when you are starting to become a teacher, honestly, because it's, yeah, you're talking all day, just like if you were streaming. But they don't really, so that's, yeah, maybe one thing that they should teach you. Bonjour, ça va? Wait, is ça va spelled like that? French and Spanish, I'm bi. I see what you did there. So I'm just going to bring up, or just put the focus of the palette. Just fixing that. Okay, that's fixed, so now we can go on. She fainted. Who fainted? Good morning, everyone. Hey, Osprey. How's it going, guys? Hey, BJSV. Arabic changes the shape of your palette? What the hell? What are you saying? What are you saying? Right. So here's my base color for the gray. Some black. Then I think I'll just probably use ice yellow as a first highlight. Different mini today. Yeah. I have to decide a bit on what I should do moving forward on this guy. And I'll probably keep these, you know, for non-Monday streams. We'll see. I just want to make some progress on Morathi today. So I feel like this could be interesting. I just want to switch it up a bit, I guess. Don't know if that's good or not for actual streaming, but it is what it is. Okay, then I want some yellow in there. Let's start with 2 yellows. Just using the Games Workshop yellows because they are quite saturated. It's exactly what I want to do. And let's see, maybe some green in there. You can always decide whether or not to use it later. Just to have it there. Okay. Oh, yeah, I also want some white right off the bat. Where's my white? Oh, here it is. My table is a mess again. Need to clean everything. You're getting wild. Oh, yeah. Always. Yeah, the highlights on the wings are yellow, but I want to put more emphasis on that. Or even more emphasis. So right now they are just, I would say maybe highlighted with, wait, what's the name? Ice yellow. And I want to emphasize that even more. Also, I want to make the non-metallic here, the gold, a bit more yellow. Yeah, and then we'll see what else we're going to do. We're just starting with this. Let's see. One thing I want to do right away is just sketch in a bit of darker color here as it curves down, or everything that curves down. That's a bit better, or is it? Okay, no, that's not working. Yeah, still always on the hunt for the perfect camera placement. I think I might have to go a bit further. Yeah, I need a tripod setup for behind the back, over the shoulder. But that's not really possible here, I want to say. So whenever I'm moving, I'm going to find a solution for that, hopefully. Okay, maybe make this even darker. we're starting to build in the orientation of the highlights. What's going on? Okay, this is better. Oh, one more thing that I need to start is, where is it? Sorry, I'll be right there. Is this working? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, and then move right into the highlights. Hey Munga, you have very beautiful sculpts. You give me inspiration to try sculpting myself. I just want to say, yeah, I have a good experience in yoga. Thank you. Yeah, it's obviously I've been doing this for a while, also the sculpting. So I'm happy that, you know, I can maybe help people to find interest in it. I need to do more sculpting videos again, but right now I don't necessarily have the time, unfortunately. But yeah, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. I don't know. Let me just try one thing. I guess the problem that I have is when I move it further back, what it does is it's filming, yeah, the upper side and all that crap up here. Too much stuff in the background. But I'm kind of unhappy with what it's filming. I think this is better. Just have to come over here a tiny bit. Yeah, so let's ignore all the stuff in the background. I think we're fine. Hey, Optimus Primer. Also, another thing that is a bit difficult is that the camera, well, the miniature has, you know, obviously a large depth due to the fact that she has this huge spear. I think like this it works. Okay, just putting in highlights and doing it in a more sketching way, as you can see. I'm an addict. I'm trying to find an excuse to go buy either a brush or paint. Well, do you actually need new paint? Well, what's the deal there? It's kind of interesting, you know, just having the urge to. I mean, I understand if people say, or when people say, "Oh, I have the urge to buy new miniatures. You don't have so many to paint," but I don't quite get that whole just colors or brushes thing. That's new to me. Been buying this stuff for last year and collecting, and I feel empty when I have nothing to buy. Okay. Sounds like an addiction indeed. Hey Maple Leaf, I think I'm going to get the Creature Caster paint set. Yeah, I applied for their partner program, so we'll see if they're going to send me something. I think the paints might be good, could be good. Okay, what can we do from the bottom? Maybe some red, some brown. Let's try some Rhinoxide. Have a bit of a reflection from below, more desaturated first. I was also considering watercolor paints that look very interesting. Yeah, I have not tried these yet. I want to replace it, but I don't know why. Wait, I might have missed something here. Oh, I do have good brushes, the number bigger that I use pretty much all the time. I want to replace it, but I don't know how. I also need oranges from model color range from Vallejo, as I have none so far for Vallejo model color. Okay. Are you sure you do need that? Do you actually plan to paint something with it, or do you just need it? If you know what I mean. Having a hunch, you don't actually need it. Basically, it's to do with you having a fear of completion and in the same instance failure. So with the above being sort of in control, you opt for the immediate fulfillment of purchasing. Wow, there you go. Which is totally in your control. Couple this with a fear of rejection and failure, probably due to family issues. We can conclude that I totally made this up, and I have no idea what I'm on about. Well, damn. I thought you had it figured out. Wait, where's my focus? It's not here. It's not here. Where is it? Hello? Huh. I think it might be here. It sounded pretty good, I have to say. It sounded pretty good. I'm sure I don't need that, and yeah, I'm in search for good oranges. Do you have the Games Workshop oranges? I don't find them that, you know, they're okay. I find them quite okay. The focus might be exactly here. Is your mind giving you more excuses to not... Oh, it is your mind giving you excuses not to lay paint? Yeah, I feel like actually painting really does help with not having urges to buy things and so on. Maybe we're up to something or onto something here. I find this yellow a bit too intense. Why is that? Maybe I'm missing something here. You work with the brush for so long, how is it not dry on the tip? It's because I have good brushes. It's the reason why you don't want, you know, brushes like these, like that. To compare them, this is not a good brush because it doesn't have a reservoir, it's too short, gives you nothing to work with, or, you know, even worse, stuff like that, or even shorter. There's just not going to be any paint in there to work with. That's what you want to do, or that's the kind of brush you want to have. Only Troll Slayer Orange Do they have any other that are nice? I haven't noticed the label when you showed yours. It's, yeah, it is Troll Slayer Orange. I don't know of any others. It's just the only one that came to mind. But that one is not bad, I would say. Which yellow is that? This, or the one that I was using here? It's Flesh Kids yellow, I want to say. Yeah. I should have tried the other one, the more saturated one first. I don't seem to be able to get good. Yeah, those are slightly out of angle. Well, that's okay, I guess. So Raphael, yeah, it's a Raphael brush, 8404. I'm not even noticing game structure pins anymore. That's a bad manner. Anyway, I'll give Troll Slayer Orange a go. Thank you. Hi, welcome. Again, it's I really like Games Workshop colors. It's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with them other than them being, you know, obviously a bit. What's the word? Satin. How do you transfer your Citadel pots into dropper bottles? Suppose you don't lose much paint in the process. No, I mean, depends on how thorough you are with it and how much time you want to spend on it, obviously. But I just pour them and add a little bit of water to the rest. Yeah, and get out the rest through that. So I literally just take off the top of the pot and then do like this. Bzzz. And yeah, just have a what is it called? This thing. And take a little bit of water and, you know, put it into the pot and then shake it and pour out the rest. The finish sucks, but I'll try to fix that with some matte medium. Yeah, exactly. If I can't live with how it looks, how the finish looks, and it's not that bad. It's a little bit satin. Here, this is obviously exaggerated, the shine here, by the wash that I mixed in. But yeah, it also depends what you want to paint. So this more organic stuff, I'm not actually that worried. And here I used Vallejo colors and mixed them with Games Workshop colors, and there's almost no shine visible. It's not that bad, I want to say. I can live with it. Oh, I didn't get my my coffee machine because my old one died and I had to order a new one. And now we're reunited and it feels so good. That claw looks stunning. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy how it turned out yesterday. The only knock I can think of for Games Workshop paints is cost per volume and the pots they come in. Yeah, I mean, you can also order them from places that are not Games Workshop. Then you're going to save something. In the end, Games Workshop tends to be the most expensive company. I still like their colors. It's not like they're bad colors. And sometimes I want the intensity, so I'm going for it. But yeah, of course you're right. They are a tiny bit on the expensive side for what you get. Wait, Manga, thanks a lot for following. Welcome to the community. I need to make sure I drink enough. When I've been working on the PDFs for Patreon, I work like 12 hours each day, and I definitely did not drink enough. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to mix that, or do I just want to glaze it on? Let's see. Alright, so down here I want to have a bit of a brown in there. Maybe I want a bit more saturated brown. Let's see. Wait, did I miss something? Oh shit. Wait, did it not trigger a message? God damn it. Why?
The
oh, there we go.
The most important thing is money.
Sending 10 to get the NMM gold recipe you used on here. Poor favor, danke.
Poor favor, danke. Wait, What exactly? And thank you, Ian. Thanks a lot. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for all your support. The non-metallic metal gold recipe here. Yeah, I don't quite remember. It is kind of desaturated. I was going to go back in and rework it. It definitely started with XV88. Where do I have that? Oh, here it is. Yeah, it started with XV88. And then I highlighted it. I want to say I highlighted it with ice yellow, which desaturates it by a good bit. And the shadows I just added black. Tiny bit of black, as you can see here, for example, down here. But yeah, for me it's a bit too desaturated. I'll try to mix in a bit more yellow and work over that. But yeah, you can see it. So the XV is here in the middle, and then here I think I might have used some of the Mornfang brown, just to get it a bit more brown. Oh, look at that, I just painted over that. Well, damn. It's okay. And then, yeah, on the other side, it's just black mixed in. It's just black mixed in. Yeah, I'm going to rework the gold, probably, so. Yeah, exactly, it's desaturated, it's not that yellow. for that it works perfectly. Just take XV88 and use. I mean, you could use ivory, I guess. I used icy yellow because it's a tiny bit yellow, more yellow than ivory. Let's see here. Where's my ivory? Yeah, you can see the difference. Hi, welcome. Thanks again for your support. Really, really appreciate it. Do you have recipes for effects you want to just import? Want or just... Oh, I mean, I have painted a lot of stuff already, so there is some things that I have in mind, like base recipes, but I typically adjust it on the fly so that they look different. Nothing I hate more than miniatures looking the same again and again and again. I try to avoid that. But yeah, it's a bit of this and a bit of that usually. Okay, let's do a little bit more saturated browns. That is weird. I should probably shake my colors. That feeling when you like the that feeling when you like what the painter wants to rework. No, it's not bad. It's just that in this context I want a bit more saturation. That makes sense because we were trying to work on the saturation here, and so it's only making sense that I am also working on the other saturations, or the other colors, make those more saturated too. Damn it.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Pottsfield, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Yeah, so this is supposed to reflect the ground a bit. So I'm going to do that on this side. Going a bit too fast here. Right, so that dulled down the whole thing a bit much, but it just means I have to bring out some of that again. Will you saturate with an ink or paint? I haven't decided yet. I could try my inks, honestly. Yeah, I'll probably try the inks. So probably that one. Yellow, orange. Yeah. I'll try those, but I just want to work on this weapon first. Finish that up to a certain extent. Yeah, also guys, let me know if the kids outside are too loud, and I'm going to close the window. But right now it has been raining a bit, so they're not that loud yet. or there's not that many outside yet. Also, like a true Christian, I'm living next to a church. Oh, there's some dust here that I just need to get rid of. Oops, sorry. So anything that faces down, I'm probably, yeah, definitely want to touch on a bit. Usually you scream as they kill each other. Today it's silence. Anyone finish their game? Yeah, maybe they finally found their king or queen of the royal, no, what's it called? The battle royale. Could be, could definitely be. Yeah, like I said, it's a bit cold outside, so they're not really out and about. Just a few of them. Okay, just putting in this highlight here, just opposite of the dark area up here. Gives the good effect. If only I would hit the right spot, but apparently I can't. It's more like this. But yeah, what's everyone up to, guys? What are you doing? Are you painting yourself? Watching at work? How dare you? Just wondering if maybe I should do the whole highlights in a different rotation orientation. Maybe not. Just sitting at work and enjoying the stream. I see, I see. Currently painting non-metallic Black Templars and non-metallic High Martial Helmbrecht. Well, there you go. How far into it are you with that? Sounds like a lot of work. Okay, that didn't look that good. Okay, well, one thing I want to try, like I said, maybe work in more different orientations. Just to break up the directions a bit. I think that works. Just do one. Oh. It's taking forever, but I enjoy being a slow painter, and the end result is worth it. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, in the end, it's all about whether or not you're having fun, and the rest doesn't really matter all that much. Okay, let's see. I want to add a bit of an orange ink here, or wash, or shade, or whatever it's called. Why is this one called shade and the others are called washes? I don't understand. Non comprende, signore. Might as well screw everything up. Oh, give me a second, guys. Sorry I had to take this phone call, guys. As I can't quite achieve the effect that I want. Doesn't look bad, but it's also not quite where I want it to be. Right, just going to put on a major highlight here with the white. Ooh, okay, that was a bit too major. Yeah, god damn it. Anyway. Same here. Not quite happy with it. Not quite happy. When's your batch painting video dropping? Batch painting video? What do you mean? I don't really plan to do a batch painting video. Never. Because I will never, you know, have to paint a lot of minis at once. It's not really what I do. And I guess there's a lot of resources for that already out there. What I'm going to do is I will do a video that is more aimed towards beginners, absolute beginners, because that is where the views are on YouTube, obviously. So yeah, I'm going to do that, but I don't know when that's going to be out yet. Just kind of decided on doing it. Okay, so that adds some good contrast. To keep doing that. Also up here. Quiet in here today, that's true. What is it? What is that, and how do I get one for my D&D Big Bad? This is Morathi by Games Workshop. You can just yeah, Google it and you're going to find her. However, I don't know if they fixed that. I mean, fixed is probably the wrong word, but she comes with a big version of her too. That is a snake body. So yeah. Might be a bit large for D&D. a bit of a big investment, at least. Maybe you can still get her on eBay, but I don't know. And I also don't know if they have plans to release her as a single figure.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
iQuest, thanks a lot for following. Welcome to the community. Yeah, so I wanted this to look older, if that makes sense. I think I like it. Just one thing that I'm still going to work on is maybe have this area be even red, even more red, or red brown. So I don't know, maybe scrap brown. I also have. Or do I? Or don't I? Some old Games Workshop colors, some Bestial Brown might also work. Can't quite find that at the moment. Let's see. Maybe mix it a bit with orange. Thank you, Kitty Lynch. How's it going, by the way? Tried to host you yesterday, but I messed up. Didn't see that, or raid you. I didn't see that you were going. I just was looking at the thumbnail, and it wasn't refreshed or not. How do you say that? English is hard. It was not up to date, and I didn't see that you were going AFK. So sorry for that. Oh yeah, doing better than yesterday. Yesterday I kinda had... I guess I was a bit exhausted, I don't know. It's has been a weird day yesterday. But yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah, definitely like that. Going to put more emphasis on these lower areas too. Yeah, so this could be rust, for example, or the ground reflecting. So either of that is okay for me right now. What's the camera I use? A D300, no, a D3300, I want to say. Can't see. I think it's a D3300. Obviously Nikon, whatever it's called. And yes, I'm bad at remembering stuff. Glad I remember what I had for breakfast today. Any specific reason all your paint jobs are matte? What exactly do you mean? As in the colors are not satin? Or, you know, if we compare these two, obviously the Chaos Dude's claw is a bit reflective satin, and these are not really reflecting light. Is that what you mean? That's because, if that is what you mean, that's because I use scale color, no. Just kidding. No, I use Reaper colors most of the time. And if I use Games Workshop colors, I have found for some reason they are not as satin as I remember them. At least some of them. And when I mix them with Reaper colors, then they are satin too. They are not satin as well. And I also have this medium, where is it? It's called Anti-Shine Medium by Reaper. That also helps. So I think there's other matte mediums around. Yeah, those are the main reasons. Glossy paint would interfere with the lightning reflects one uses for non-metallic. Yeah, anything really. I just don't want artificial highlights. So if I turn it around, I don't want a reflection that is following you. That would look kind of weird. Yeah, I think I just have to bring everything in line. So obviously there's some areas that have not been highlighted. Need to work on that, and then also work on the parts back here. Yeah, it's also a European model, that's why it turns off every 30 minutes, so sorry for that. Almost finished an Imperial Fist using your tutorial as a guide. Wow, that's great. Thanks for, trying it. It's good to hear. Now you're making me want to paint her. That blade is awesome and gold already looks good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to redo a tiny bit of the how do you call it? Man, English is so hard. Yeah, the headgear, either way. Trying to put a bit more saturation in, but we'll see. I'm also kind of tempted to do the big one as a monster for a golden demon. But we'll see. We'll see about that. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, thank you. I'm happy that the videos helped you. You're welcome, Frontschwein. Wait, is that? No, that's not good. Hey Cujo, what are we lulling about, Cujo? It's some sort of fancy headdress or maybe a crown. Wait, is it antlers? I was thinking of that. Yeah, antlers. Reminds me of antlers by a deer or something like that. Right, so let's do the highlights. Ah, the scale college. Okay. I mean, scale colors are matte, but they just have so many different, or so many properties that are difficult to work with. I really liked them when I got them, but I guess I just outgrew them again. It just shows that even if you are seasoned, or when you are a seasoned painter, that sometimes you can get to worship false gods. No, I'm being overly dramatic here, but yeah, just you can get rusty, let's put it that way, and then you don't remember certain things about painting, and you kind of think, okay, why is this not working like before? It's probably me and not the paint, and things like that. I'm using them right now, scale certified. I haven't rehabbed my Reapers yet. Yeah, again, I mean, in the end, it doesn't really matter what colors you use. You can do good stuff with scale colors. It's just, to me, it's a matter of, it doesn't help my painting, my style of painting. It takes me too long to get good results compared, or results compared to what I do with, for example, just fillet or Reaper colors. It's just a really different way to paint for me. Doesn't mean that others... I mean, David Soper does pretty good with his scale colors. Constantly wins Slayer Swords, so there you go. Oh, the whining has started. Again, if the kids outside are too loud, let me know, guys. That is actually a good mid color. Need to use all of it because I don't remember how I mixed it. Yeah, please ruin everything outside. That would be great, then no one can play at this playground anymore. New Golem Demon entry? No, definitely not. Definitely not. But I'm going to do a few things for the August Golden Demon. Hopefully. I mean, I'm saying that, and... But yeah, I only just kind of found out that there's going to be a... Warhammer Fest EU, as they call it. Again, I didn't expect there to be one. But it seems like there's at least a team, so... chances are high we're going to get one. Need to activate my sources more. Whoa. That was random. Thank you, Toby. They all have the good and bad points. There's no perfect paint, unfortunately. Yeah. That's why I always recommend people to, you know, use all of the paints, but not go ahead and buy the whole range right away. Just use a couple of them and decide for yourself. The only thing that bothers me a bit is, yeah, if someone starts with scale colors, I feel like they might start with the hardest to use colors. So I don't think that is optimal, and you know, could. But then again, if you're when you're starting, you're not really realizing why a color might be easier to use or harder to use. So yeah, tough question. That wasn't even a question, but I guess I posed the question myself and answered it in one go. I think that's more down to this fancy indirect emotions. What did I miss? Oh, I think I missed something. Sorry. Let me scroll up here. I went for the scale 75 first out of my collection, and still were the newest. All my paints had a bit sitting for 5 years. I gotcha. Why did you stop? Why did you stop painting for 5 years, by the way? Just out of curiosity. Unfortunately, my OCD requires me to buy the whole paint lines, and I have a number of complete paint lines to draw from. I see. You also don't need anything helping you be bad when starting out. Yeah, exactly. That's my point, right? I can see beginners not even getting the scale colors properly mixed in the pot and end up painting with mostly medium. Yeah, I guess that ties in with, you know, you don't need anything helping you be bad in the beginning. Finding what particular paints work for you and what don't, and it might be a blue from Paintline X and a white from Paintline Epsilon and metallics from Paintline Z. Yeah, me too. So the metallics by Scale Color are still my favorite. That being said, you know, or everything being said. But yeah, guys, as you see in the screen title, if any of you have any unused Twitch Prime subs, I would appreciate it if you could help me out in my goal to get to 50 subscribers during the month of May. I'm not going to push for subs in the future. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to say, you know, never sub to me, but yeah, the reason I need some help with this during the month of May is because the maximum of emotes, holy shit, well, thank you.
Great again.
Wasn't directly talking to you, K Lynch, but yeah, thanks for joining the Major League, and thank you in helping me trying to reach that goal. Much appreciated. Actually, I do have a free Prime. Well, thank you. So yeah, the goal is to get to 50 subscribers, because what Twitch does to affiliates is they give you a maximum of 5 emotes when you have 50 subscribers during any month, and you know, it's just yeah, it kind of feels like we should get this out of the way right now, then we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, any help towards that is much appreciated. And yeah, also don't forget, when you sub, connect your Discord to Twitch, or the other way around, however you want to see it, and join my Discord server. There's a link below the stream. And get all those painting PDFs that I uploaded to the Discord server in the Twitch subscribers only. That's my way of trying to give back, you know. And I'm going to upload a PDF every month. Okay, I wanted to do something and I forgot. I wanted to do... Oh yeah, wait. Is this working? Restart session. It's not showing my team size correctly. Let's open Streamlabs. I'll hook you up with mine in 4 days. Hey Dave, thanks a lot. Thank you, thank you. How's it going, Dave? What are you up to? I don't get it. Why is this not updating? Maybe it takes a while. Kind of annoying. I should say 32. Yeah, maybe it's going to update eventually. What magnifiers are you using? Really need some of those. Those are the cheapest I could get locally. Hold on, guys. Okay, that sneeze didn't come. I just tried to. Yeah, the cheapest I could get locally, so maybe try looking for do-it-yourself stores and craft stores.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Christian Mata 82, thanks for following. Welcome to the community. Yeah, try to look for or through your hobby stores, craft stores locally. Electronic stores maybe have them. I got mine from the local electronic store. Because I think originally they're meant for welding or, you know, not welding, but if you do electronic stuff. So that's where I got mine from. If you can't find any, get some from Amazon. Just search for magnifying glasses on Amazon and they should get you results. Call me a sellout, I do. Wait, what did you do? The only thing and why I got these is because they weigh nothing. All the other designs with the LEDs there, they cost a bit more and they weigh more and they kind of get annoying to me when they are heavier and all these visor-like designs. I don't like these, they're too heavy. These are perfect because I barely feel them and I can paint for ages using them. So if you can, try getting these. And like I said, I got these locally. If you cannot find them anywhere, I can give you, or any other model that you like, PM me on Twitch or Discord or whatever. And I'm going to give you a link to the store. They have an online store. So you can order those from here if you really need them. If you want exactly those. Will you make an AOC emote? What's an AOC emote? Atrophy, I'll drop you my Prime sub in a couple of days. Thank you, I really appreciate the thought, guys. And like I said, oh, it updated, 32. Yeah, with, you know, obviously I have the Patreon and, you know, all, if you really want to support me beyond that, there's always the option to just pledge $1 or $2 on Patreon. It gives me the exact same amount as a subscription. Unless you want the emotes, of course. And it's also about, you know, subbing on Twitch does give you the PDF, so it's the equivalent of a $5 patron. So it has its merits. But yeah, if you don't want to spend that much on, or you know, a Prime sub or whatever constantly on me, that's of course also an option. Still trying to do this full time, obviously, so that would help a lot too. Just saying. Sellout done. Wait, let me catch up on chat. I can see beginners not getting. Okay, we got that. Certainly a learning experience. Okay, we had that. I have 4 jobs plus many side jobs that I get hired for. I see. I hated the scale 75s until I got a lab mixer. Yeah, I was trying to get one of these, but the cheapest that I could get them for was, I think, 45 euros, and I just didn't care anymore. But that is a vortexer, definitely helps. I still don't like the way the medium behaves when pushed through an airbrush. I heard people really like them through the airbrush, but I guess that's again a question of personal preference. So yeah, what's an AOC emote, Dave? I ordered the Form 3. It will be here in July. Wait, you said that last time. Oh yeah, it will be here in July. It's gonna take a while. I'm trying to have a bunch of art ready to print. Okay, so you're going all out on sculpting? Doing a slave layer right now? Of course you are. Because the metal bikini always gets the money. Exactly, that's exactly what I was thinking. Do you plan on painting any Tar from 40k? Probably not. Maybe a soldier or two. You know, or any of the smaller suits, like the stealth suits, for example. Hey, Wes Eddie, how's it going? Probably butchered that name, sorry. But not the large suits, definitely not. I will not touch these. Oh, did I mention that I have not touched the backside at all? But yeah, I will not. I don't have an airbrush. I mean, I have an airbrush, but I don't have it installed. I always need to pull it out and move it away again. So I'm trying to refrain from using it. So none of the big suits are an option. But yeah, maybe some of the foot soldiers, but that's probably not why you were asking. Unless I'm mistaken. It's also, I'm not really that into tank painting. Wow, I can't draw straight lines for the life of me, but you guys already know that. That is a smaxy blade. Thank you, Cujo. I got the LEDs, I took the battery out, it was too heavy. Anything that just adds weight is just annoying. And the LED doesn't help anyway, because it's just going to beam some weird light onto your miniature, and it's going to... Already a patron. Oh yeah, I remember. Obviously, it was more of a general statement. Interesting tidbit for you. I was at Sergio Carvel class recently, and he mentioned he got 150 new patron subs from his non-metallic metal series. Can you elaborate a bit? what was the non-metallic metal series exactly? Did he paint different miniatures or different approaches, or what was the thing there? Another thing is that I don't have the exposure these guys have, so most of my patrons come from YouTube. When they kind of realize, okay, this guy is half decent at making tutorials. And yeah, I'm more of a teacher, I guess, than a star artist. Like, you know, Ben Comets is obviously super hyped, always, since forever. And yeah, Sergio Cavo and so on. So I don't have the social media following and all that. I have to make up through a lot of marketing work. So I don't know if I, you know, made a series like that, I would probably not get double my patrons. But yeah, I mean, we are almost at 100. Why did I do that? At 150 again. And it's still growing, but of course it's slow. I would have, you know, less less stomach problems if it were growing a bit faster. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we're going to get there. Let's put it that way.
Make the hobby great
Wait,
again.
Is that we TV? I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining the Major League. Welcome, welcome. Much appreciated. Thanks for the help. And thanks for your support. Again, sorry if I sound like a broken record, guys, but if you subscribe, go to, you know, if you have Discord, if not, install it. And go to my Discord server and definitely grab those PDFs. I think it's about 100 pages by now. Definitely worth it. And I'm not saying that because I'm biased. On scale 75 through the airbrush, they create a literal chalk if you airbrush them heavily. Oh, okay. The medium atomizes or something, and instead of matting the whole area, it creates spatters of dense white dust all over. Yeah, that's annoying. Who paints the backside these days anyways? Yeah, I know. No one at Crystal Brush. No one at Crystal Brush. Let me tell you that much. Right. I think I'm good here. So just the last part. With white, this is already rather intense. Just one more drop of white. So here. I think we can also, honestly, put a thin line here. Increase that effect. He took a fully armored 75mm figure and painted everything in non-metallic. He posted the first video for free on YouTube, advertising to Patreon. I can find a link to that video if you'd like. Even if it was 20% as effective for you, 30 subs is a healthy bomb. Oh yeah, for sure. Can you just PM me the link on Discord, please? That way I'm not going to lose it. And yeah, thanks a lot for explaining. I think I remember that figure. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, we don't need any more. Maybe here. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I really like that. Looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I should do the lower areas here, but I don't care that much right now. Or do I? Yeah, I should. So the way I paint is I do something to about 90% finished, and then I'm like, yeah, that looks good enough, and then I move somewhere else, and then I have to come back to it and finish it sometime. So maybe we should not be lazy and do that right now. Social media marketing is a drain on my soul. That is very, very true. I've been meaning to join your Patreon for a while, but I still make sure to sub.
Who is your daddy and what does he
Michael
do?
Barnes, thanks a lot for pledging $5 on Patreon. Enjoy those PDFs. There's a couple of videos too in that pledge level, so if you want to check that out, definitely, you know, to see how the video tutorials are, there's also an option there. But yeah, thanks again, much appreciated. Again, if you have any questions, just join the Discord and ask away. Well, yeah, because if you become a patron, you can also get access to all the channels on Discord, the feedback channel, and so on, and the resources. Definitely don't forget to do that. You're welcome. Been watching for months on YouTube, and here you deserve it. Thank you. Wait, tell me how to pronounce your name. Weetui? Is it Weetui? I'll probably butchered that again. I'm so sorry. Connecting some dots. This is off the cuff. I've used the copper non-metallic metal discussion from Discord recently because no one talks about that anywhere. Yeah, the Discord is really good for that. I feel like, you know, through all these discussions, a lot of stuff clicks with a lot of people. I find I need to advertise the Discord a lot more, because I know that certain people do have a Discord, but it's not as active and it's not as back and forth. And people that run the Patreon stuff that the Discord is part of don't really reply all that much there. And I think that's it's a really, really valuable resource, just to have someone to bounce off your ideas off. I wonder if you took a nice figure and walked through painting steel, gold, copper, bronze, and then talk through how to place light, read a shape, etc. It would be good. Yeah, obviously. There's just so many things I want to do. I also want to do a website. I'm in dire need of a website to just have everything in one place. But there's so much to do, and because I'm also working still. Meanwhile, I rarely find the time to do more than the Patreon stuff, and all the things that would propel the Patreon itself further are kind of on the back burner. So it's a bit mind-boggling that way. But yeah. We shall see. Eventually everything will fall into place. It's just taking a while. Oh, change my name to this. Just checking out the PDFs now. They're amazing. Thank you, Barnes. That's way better to pronounce for me. I'm in several Patreon Discords and yours is the most useful. Thank you. It has the most intermediate to advanced execution discussions. Yeah, I really agree. Perfection is the enemy of done. Just send up a WordPress site and get 80. Yeah, that's what I thought. Today when I was shopping groceries, I said, yeah, when I come home, obviously I'm going to stream, but after that, I'm going to just throw something like that together. The Discord is super helpful and a good way to get feedback. Thanks, guys. Hey, Robocop. Looking awesome. Thank you. I hope you also like my paint job. I'm just kidding. Hey, Painting Troll. Sorry, I just need a bit of a break. Like I said, I need to drink more. So next, I think I'll try to work on the antlers. Just see how that works. It could perfectly well be that we're going to screw it up because I don't know how the ink is going to behave. But either way, it's going to make for an interesting... I think another hour is what we're going to do. I really liked streaming for 5 hours yesterday, but I can't do that every day, unfortunately. Even though I wish I could. But yeah, the more, I think, if I can drop my job, you know, the 2 days that I have to work additionally to the patron, if I can drop those, I think I might go to 2 days streaming again. Because in the end, it's really fun to me, and especially when there's a lot of interaction, like yesterday and today is good too, even though today's a bit slower. Just quit your job. Dude. If I quit my job, I'm not even making minimum wage. I can't do that. I wish I could. I would need to double my patrons for that. I would stream full time. No, I wouldn't. I don't have the personality for streaming. I feel like, you know, when I stream 4 times a week, there is always a lot of attendance in the beginning, the first like 1-2 days, and then it drops off. Because I don't know, I'm just not that entertaining, I guess, and for streaming you have to be more entertaining and not just talking about stuff like that. So it can never be my full-time thing. It would not work. So I thought about making a video about that, and because people have been asking, you know, not anymore lately, but in the beginning, when I said, oh, I have a Patreon and this and that, why is your stuff not on YouTube for free? And then people can pledge whatever they want. But it's the same with YouTube and streaming. You have to have an affinity to be an entertainer. And I'm not an entertainer. This is not my first language. English is my second language, and a lot of my humor is lost in the process of, you know, me thinking about, okay, how would that translate? And I also don't know all the American and English insider jokes or memes or whatever. So I would probably, I mean, you can look at my YouTube. I have 1,500 subscribers. No, 15,000 subscribers. And I've been doing this for 3 years now. You know, it's just not feasible to... I would never get any numbers where I could live off, and I would have to stop. So, do a bunch of shots before the stream. No. It doesn't change anything. I'm not getting, you know, I don't know, it just is a language thing for me. And the other thing is, I am a teacher more than I am an entertainer, and I know that people that learn from me appreciate the way I am, because it teaches you stuff, and it's not just, oh, that was funny. You know, it's the same when I teach at school. I try to challenge my students in a different way, and not through entertainment, which is probably not the best approach, but you know, in the short term, but in the long term it is, because I know the students that I had that finished school and had my lessons, and then they came back 1 or 2 or 3 years later, and they said, you know what, actually your classes, I remembered so much and I learned so much from that, even though I thought, oh, sometimes it was kind of boring, but I just remembered so much because of the way you structure things and explain things. And that is honestly worth so much more to me than being an entertainer. But it doesn't work on YouTube, and it doesn't work on stream. And even if I try to be more entertaining, and obviously I do try, but I cannot be at a Maniac level. It's never going to work. Simply because my personality is so much different. You're grumpy like me, but it's not, actually that's not true. I'm just saying it like it is. I'm not sugarcoating things. That doesn't mean I'm grumpy. But yeah, that's kind of the same. If you're honest, then people... So if you give honest feedback, then someone is going to learn something. A lot of people would not want to hear honest feedback. What they want to hear is, oh, that looks great, you're so good, because that's what they hear from a lot of other people. And that's why, as a streamer, what you should do is compliment everyone and just say, wow, that's the greatest stuff I ever saw, and this is so good, and so on. That's strategy, right? If you look at certain other streamers, that's what they do. And obviously that's what people want to hear, because it gives you a good feeling to hear that. But it's not going to make you learn anything. And I rather have people learn something and actually realize, okay, that was really helpful. I could not get that anywhere else. That's more important to me. Why don't you have another person talking with you during your streams? That can create entertainment. That is true. I agree. It's just who. I don't know who. So I don't know who. But that's obviously a good point. Can have a caller now and then, but to me, everything I do should kind of have a value, a certain value, and should have an idea behind it, and not just be... I mean, sometimes I start my paint jobs and I say, yeah, I don't know, we'll see what comes out of it. But eventually, you know, you move a certain direction, and I always feel like, okay, with this stream, I think definitely some people learned a lot about non-metallic and about reflections, and, you know, warm and cold contrasts and so on. Even if they learned it implicitly, or yeah, if I didn't make it explicit, they realized, okay, that looks a lot better if I have a bit of a red-brown reflection down there. So this is kind of the message of this stream, I guess. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not good with just doing things and hoping. I always kind of want to plan an outcome, I guess. All right. Discord question for you. If I had a question to ask about the shading and light for some non-metallic on a sword, where is the best place to ask it? Just ask it in general chat, and put a @Stravarian there so that I see it, that I can catch up on the direct questions. if you have a particular paint shop, definitely put it in the feedback section. You know, if you have a picture of a paint shop, put it in the gallery for feedback, and then I come back to it and work through it. I'm trying to do it like every third day. Usually I do it every day, but sometimes there is obviously other things to do. So yeah, every third day I go through it and reply to everything. Right, let's continue this before everyone is falling asleep. That's the same with kids. If you always tell them you're so good and special, then comes reality that's kind of destroying them. It's the balance that matters. To tell them when they fail, so you should learn from them. Yeah, I totally agree. I had, you know, during my teaching degree at university, we actually had to go through pedagogics. I still don't know how to say it in English. Classes, and there was this one class where they said, okay, come up with an example to give feedback and tell them that there's room for improvement, and say it to us or share it with the rest. And we had to do it in pairs, and we came up with the saying or the slogan, what a creative way of failing. Like, you know, just, it was really creative, but it was not really what I wanted to see or what the task was. And the teachers, both of them, were sitting in the front, and their heads, they were turning red, almost like a balloon, and they were about to explode. You can't say that! What? Why would you do that? And blah, blah, blah. They really had a weird way of thinking about feedback. It's like, yeah, you know, you failed. You didn't complete the task. Doesn't mean that we can't talk about how to properly do it next time, right? That is what I have to do as a teacher. It's my job, and I will do that, even though I tell you that you failed. Right. I'm going to try. Which subjects do you teach? So I studied biology. Well, started to become a biology and philosophy and psychology teacher. I did teach some physics, some chemistry at business school. Yeah, we have a weird school system. So you have a lot of autonomy as a school. So in business school they had science as a whole topic, and as a biology teacher you were supposed to also teach physics and chemistry, and the physics and chemistry teachers were only teaching physics and chemistry. So yeah, so much for that. But yeah, I can teach physics, chemistry. What I want to teach is biology and psychology, philosophy. And there's a certain thing called scientific work practices that we teach kids, and I can also teach that. Okay, so this is turning really, really yellow. Do I want that? Question mark. I think I do, honestly. I think that makes it way more interesting. yeah, sorry for the ramble. I mean, I think it was an interesting topic, but obviously I know that not everyone is going to watch for that. If it's too yellow right now, whenever we are going to introduce new colors again or new highlights, it's going to be more desaturated again anyway. So anything like a white or an off-white I'm going to add to this is just going to make it look more desaturated again. So I don't really mind having a bit more saturation right now. Yeah, I really like how that comes out way more. If you compare it to this, it's just so much more intense. Definitely worth it. Almost feel like copy bases. We're taught failure is bad. It's not. It is learning. Exactly. Exactly. So that's also what I teach to new painters and people that come to me for learning how to paint. It's actually okay if not every paint job is coming out perfect, because what you have there is an opportunity to take a step back and look at it and say, okay, why do I not like it? And what do I have to change for the next paint job so that I do like it? I used to be an archaeologist. So back when I was at school, I wanted to do that too, but in the end, I kind of thought probably not gonna get a job in Austria with that. But that's very cool. I teach a little, but I do not want to continue that career. Same as you, I did not like the education system in my country. Wait, I'm an idiot. Did you mention what country you're from? Probably did and I forgot, sorry. But yeah, I want to teach at a school again. I just want to do like 2 days, maybe 1 day. I don't know if that is possible, but I really, really miss it. Because like I said, I know that I was good at what I did. And I also really enjoy just working with young people and helping them on their way. It's really, really rewarding, but it's just becoming a drain if you are doing it 5 times a week. Just at least the way it is right now, with changing demographics and how parents raise their kids these days. It's just getting really, really complicated and difficult. And I don't think anyone should be doing it for 5 days a week. But I really, really miss it. Okay, this makes for a really, really interesting goal, I think. To focus on failure and not an achievement. Yeah. In the wrong way, right? Because it's still good to actually realize that you failed, but also having the opportunity to learn why you failed, and not saying, okay, you didn't try hard enough, or I don't know, it's not good enough, you suck, because that's not why you are a teacher. You should, or your job is to help people not to fail. It's not always going to work, but it should work most of the time. Creates trauma. Yeah, I guess. That's a complicated topic. Hey Lily, hi, I love your videos. Thanks a lot. Much appreciated. Exactly, it's important to turn the failure into a positive way. Exactly. Totally agree. Okay, so what are we going to do with the gold right now? Really like how it turned out. Let's see, maybe mixing a bit of this for the highlights. Can put in even more contrast. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, just going to focus on the edges for now. Kind of weird. Let me just try the autofocus. So which video did you like best, Lily? I'm always trying to find out which videos people enjoy the most, and obviously it's a good thing if you produce more of the videos that the people actually like. So I'm trying to do that. Hey Spamtax, I like the way you use non-metallic metal, not in the excess like it can be seen. It seems like a competition in many painting I've seen. Yeah, so I do like non-metallic for sure. It's really fun to paint because it's you can define volumes differently and do really interpretive stuff, if that is a word. But at a certain point, when every paint job is just centered around the non-metallic metal, then you're just, in my opinion, just catering to an audience. I mean, I guess, like Lance Studios, he obviously almost has to paint non-metallic metal every time, because that's what people book him for, and he's almost exclusively doing box arts these days. Yeah, I guess it is what it is. And everyone's just trying to get by. I don't know. The thing is, why I prefer to do non-metallic metal over metallics is that, you can just actually paint. To me, metallics feel a bit like technical paints. because when I do them, I don't really use them like normal paints, obviously, because I put down a base layer and then I work on top of that with the shading. And then I bring back out the highlights, so it's a lot of washes usually, and so on. What brush am I using? I'm using a Raphael 8404 size 1. Yeah. Non-metallic metal, super smooth, love it. What colors are you using for the non-metallic? Which one? The one in the front? The steel or the gold? Both is a bit complicated. I'd recommend going back and watching it on YouTube when it's up. Then you can see all the colors I used. Typically my painting isn't always straightforward, and it definitely was not with this. So it's probably better to go and rewatch it. No, I don't like that. Okay, let's do the rest. The same way before we forget how we did it. Yesterday your streaming case Space Marine video is not... no, the reason why is because I'm going to turn it into a Patreon video. So I typically stream, leave it up for a day, and when I find there's a good topic for a Patreon video there, I delete it and then I just work on it and upload it on Patreon. It's unfortunately, it has to be a business of some sort, you know. Unfortunately, that's why I can't, you know, when I film something and I find, okay, that was an interesting topic, that's going to get some views, then I need to grab the opportunity and turn it into something that can go up on my Patreon.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
TLH Cobalt, thanks for following. Welcome to the community. Much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, people can say it's sellout or whatever, but I tried to do the approach of putting everything on YouTube for free for almost 2 years, and I got nothing, basically, unfortunately. And once my bank account hit 0, I had to change things a bit. And I made the Patreon. It is what it is. inside it's what? It's down as today's. I don't understand. Oh, you were replying. Okay. For me, a painting technique should serve a goal and not be the goal. Yeah, I understand what you mean. It's the same with freehands. You kind of, if the single or the sole purpose of something is to present a freehand in a certain way, then I think you failed. If a freehand is there to complement the paint job, then yeah, go for it. That's what I'm trying to do with freehands. That goal is popping so much already, so much more already. Yeah, exactly. It turned out really good with just a glaze of an ink. And also became a bit more shiny, but it's not that evident really. So it's all good. Looks like gold, brown, and yellow. Wait. Oh, up here, no, I can perfectly well tell you what I used. So for the base, I did use. The gold is actually easier. the gold I used XV88. So the base was XV88, and then I did use. A bit of black for the shading, as you can hopefully see still. A bit of black for the shading, some Mournfang brown for the in-between browns, and then I did use ice yellow for the highlights. So that was my progression somewhat. Missing the black. Yeah, that was my progression. If you want to take a screenshot, 3, 4, 5, 2, what? I can count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. And then I did use this Liquitex ink. I don't speak Spanish. Yeah, then I did apply this ink. Oh, shut up. Stop. Thank you. Yeah, then I did use this ink to make it more intense. And now I'm bringing back the highlights by mixing ice yellow again with that. Oh, god damn it. That didn't even show. Sorry. Yeah, sometimes I do weird stuff with my palette cam. Yeah, so you can see the ink here, and I did use ice yellow to mix into the ink to bring out the highlights again. Have to go. Thank you. Thanks for popping by, Olivier, and for keeping the discussion going. I'll see you next time. I even don't know what is the best place to watch your streams. It's either is fine, whatever is best for you. It's not sellout, it's your material and you need to feed yourself. Yeah, I guess it's just, you know, and like I said, in the beginning it was more, and lately I have not gotten any flack for it. So I guess people kind of realize it has to be the way it has to be. You don't use an airbrush but use air paints. It is suspicious. Which air? What do you mean? Air paints? Oh, this one? Yeah, I don't really care. I just buy whatever. Wait, that's Mournfang brown. The consistency is still, it's not all that different. I mean, let's be honest. I can still use this in one pass to layer. You see what I mean? It still covers pretty good. Probably needs a second layer, but still. It's all about, or what the label says is not that important. It's just how you use it, I guess. Okay. Whoa. But guys, I should be going. Have to get some work done. Again, I think it was interesting working with the inks, and it was good to see how it actually got more intense, more interesting. And the non-metallic definitely was fun. So yeah, I appreciate you guys being here and talking and asking questions. And yeah, if you have any questions beyond that, definitely join my Discord. You can always ask me through PMs if you're not subscribed. And if you subscribe, obviously, or subscribe or pledge on Patreon, you do get access to all the channels anyway. So yeah, thanks for all the support. Thanks for, I think we had 3 subscribers. Don't forget, I do have a goal of 50 subscribers for May, simply to get all the emote slots that I can. And then that's it. We're never going to get more than 5 anyway as an affiliate. So if you want me to help achieving that goal, that is also appreciated. Other than that, if you're new, don't forget to hit the follow button or subscribe on YouTube to get the free tutorials. Everything is below the stream. Clicky, all that is. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you. I'll probably stream one more day this week. Don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or on Wednesday. But definitely one more stream this week. So keep an eye out on the Discord. Or, just hit the bell. There's actually a notification for when I go live. Bye Slippery. Bye John Wolford. Thanks for the stream. Glad the crown being inked turned out amazing. That is true. I had a bit of a clutch moment and thought about whether or not to do it, but it did. So yeah, see you guys. Just going to find someone to raid, and then that's it. Let us see. Oh yeah, and thanks Ian for the 10 Canadian dollarinos. Okay, let's just raid Flixster because I am lazy. Bye guys.